Welcome back, everybody. Stephanie Hunter from Hamilton, New Zealand here, and my beautiful friend in Pai here, Karen Crichton. How are we today, Karen?
I'm really good. Now, just word of warning is my lovely dogs, Peaches and Mabel, might bark a little. They're a little bit stir crazy at this present moment in time. I'm not sure why, but they're feeling something. So, just
the joys of working from home and shooting YouTube channels, eh? I
That's
love
really
it.
what it is. And I think they're very intuitive souls. So who knows what's going on with them? So I just thought I'd let you know that one.
And I've got to say the same for me. I've got 4 animals in the room with me at the moment, and they've been nice and quiet, but the 2 dogs have just started to stir, and both the cats are starting to stir too. So something's going down. Yeah. Maybe it's all our energy, Karen, because we've been shooting so many videos today.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So if you hear some barking going on, guys, it's just part and parcel of us shooting YouTube videos from home. The joys of being in lockdown. It's great. I'm loving it. Anyway, getting on to what we were talking about today, Karen. I'm very excited about this one. I don't know an awful lot, so I've got my ears pinned open, eyes wide open, ready to learn and listen. So Karen, talk to us about boron.
Boron is a trace mineral. Again, we've been talking about trace minerals in the other videos that we've been shooting, and so it's very, excuse me, sorry, I've forgotten to turn that off. They'll probably ring back again. So it's a trace mineral, and it's got many benefits. So health conditions such as arthritis, osteoporosis can be useful with boron. The symptoms of boron deficiency are probably those symptoms, but they're also abnormal metabolism of calcium and magnesium, so osteoporosis, hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, and we talked about thyroid in our selenium video, so I won't go into that anymore. Other sex hormones imbalances, osteoporosis, arthritis, and also neural malfunction, so basically a brain function. So it can be really useful for people with dementia and that sort of thing. So it's also really good to really have enough of fruits, vegetables, legumes and nuts. And also it comes in some animal protein too, so it sort of transfers down. But it's such a really beneficial mineral that we need to make sure that we're sourcing rich plant-based foods, especially vegetables and things, because if we can have foods that, we've talked about this so many times, Stephanie, people are going to be bored to tears with it, but it is the quality of the vegetables and everything that we buy and ingest. So it's been used, boron as a practitioner, I don't tend to just recommend, oh, you take boron. I tend to recommend other minerals as well, but it can help reduce the severity of menstrual pain. And so it could be useful if you have severe menstrual pain, but I would suggest doing a multi. Also with arthritis and everything else as well. So boron's really good for speeding up the healing process. So especially with skin wounds and things like that, and also repair of muscles and bones as well. So also in theory should be an anti-inflammatory, but that's a theory only. But it also boosts bone health, which makes sense really, because it works well with calcium. And it also can help with the absorption of magnesium. So I haven't found that to be hugely beneficial, but that's the theory behind it. And it also potentially can help with cancer and lung cancer especially. So there's many things that it can be useful for. And again, if you're thinking of supplementing it, just think about eating the foods that are going to be really high in it. And so things like kelp and stinging nettles and fruits and things like apples, oranges, grapes, pears, plums, dates, raisins, that sort of thing, as long as they're organic. Vegetables like avocado, onion, tomato, even potatoes, dear potatoes, nuts, beans, olive oil even has some. So
fabulous. Now with nuts, if I can just put a proviso on there, peanuts are not nuts, is that correct?
No, they're not. They're a ground nut. They're actually like a legume. So the biggest problem, now we could go into another minefield, which we won't do, but peanut allergies have become hugely, hugely prevalent. So I would strongly recommend not having peanuts.
So if I remember correctly, the 5 best nuts for us, not that the others aren't, they're nice to eat, but the 5 best nuts for us, I'll see if I can remember. Walnuts, hazelnuts, macadamians, Brazil nuts, almonds.
That's the theory, yes. And the reason I do a proviso there is if your body can break them down.
Correct. Fantastic. Awesome. Well, boron sounds like it's really important, even though not many people would have heard of it before. So I'm glad we're doing a video on this.
Yeah.
If you've got any more questions, though, guys, please don't hesitate now to ask. Just drop them in the questions below us in the YouTube video. Oh, get my words out in a second. I'm still thinking about boron in my head. Or you can contact Karen at her Facebook page, or even at her website, or myself at my Facebook page as well. But Karen, is there anything else you'd like to add about boron right now?
Yeah, there are some symptoms that you can be having too much. So it can be nausea, vomiting, weakness, and dermatitis. So it's very rare though, and because normally the body will excrete it in the urine. It's only probably if you have some sort of kidney problem that you're likely to have a problem. And that's the same with most minerals. If you have a kidney problem, then it backs up.
Great. So once again, we're talking about the quantity versus quality of food. It's not the quantity that you need, it's the quality that we need, because we don't need a lot of trace minerals or a lot of food, full stop. Our body's a very well functioning system. Yeah. So that leads me on to the other thing that I want to just remember, because I've mentioned this before in previous videos as well. And don't look at the expense of your food, look at the cost effectiveness of your food. So if you can spend a little bit, the same amount of money or a little bit more, but get less, knowing that you're getting more, does that make sense? You're getting less food, but you're getting more benefits from it, then that to me is higher cost effectiveness. What do you reckon, Karen?
Absolutely. And remembering, because anything that's been using mega amounts of pesticides, mega amounts of things like glyphosate, mega amounts of those sorts of things, they do untold worth of damage, not only in the human body, but within the whole food chain. So we really, me personally, I've been into organic food for the last 35 years, and in fact a bit longer. So it's really, really important, guys, that we really start supporting these people who are making a huge amount of effort, costly effort to support them, because it costs a lot of money to A, clean up the soil, but B, keep the organic certification going. And there are people who are growing organically but can't get the organic certification because they literally can't justify it. But they're growing their food organically, and even permaculturally, which is even better. So if you get to know your growers, then you can know what they're doing with their farming methods, and finding people you can really trust as who you buy your food off.
I love it. Great advice. Great advice. We're going to get more into supply chains and where to get your food from and so forth in other videos. But just remember to keep it local as much as you possibly can. Get to know your growers. I think that's a great piece of advice. Understand this. Like our videos are all about, I'm calling them info vids, because we're supplying information for you. We're giving you some information to educate you, but it's just a part of the education. Please do your own due diligence. And the same when it comes to looking for suppliers. Find out who is a good supplier, ask around, study the supplier, have a chat to them if you possibly can. There's many excellent small suppliers out there that you can literally get to know personally when you go and pick their plums or the blueberries or dig up the potatoes. You can find out about their ethics. And it's worth putting the effort in now and find yourself good suppliers, because as I've already said, the cost effectiveness of this is the quality versus the quantity. So you can get your food fresh from somebody that you trust, and you know that they've got good growing principles that you adhere to, that you feel good to, that you connect to, then you are giving such good energy and vibration and food sources to your body that good health, it must follow. It has no choice.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Karen?
Absolutely, I agree. And I've got nothing more to add to that, really, Stephanie. It's brilliant.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Thank you for your time once again. These videos are getting more and more in depth and more interesting. At least they are for me. I hope you're finding the same. If you've got any questions, or if there's a subject that we haven't covered yet that you'll be interested to know about, please reach out and let us know, because we're very happy to fill that gap for you. We are here to help you, here to help you feel better, here to help you to get better, and here to help you not get sick in the first place, because prevention is always the best cure. So look after yourselves, be happy, be healthy, be kind. In a world when you can be anything in this world, please be kind to each other. Look after yourselves, look after each other until we meet again. Take care. Haere
Au revoir and smile.
Love it. Love it.